All right, day 13. Let's get going. First up, we got Ladies and Gentlemen, We Are Floating in Space by Spiritualized, submitted by myself. This was an album I picked up at a vinyl fair in Beechwood. No, not Beechwood. At the Beachland Ballroom, which is like in East Lake or something. Either way, East Cleveland. And I loved it. It's an incredible piece of space rock. Probably my favorite space rock that I've heard. Really just does a fantastic job at what it's trying to do. Context behind it's insane. The lead singer of this band had been in a relationship for a long time. Found out his girlfriend got married behind his back to the lead singer of their largest rival. So that was neat, and then he got really addicted to heroin to deal with it. Their previous album before this was called Taking Drugs to Make Music to Take Drugs To, and this album I feel like really embodies that spirit. It's fun, it's technically dense and interesting, the lyrics are lovely, it's well varied and well paced, performed excellently and passionately, and it's just great. I love it. I think it's awesome. So Ladies and Gentlemen, We Are Floating in Space is a 9 out of 10. Next up we have Black Star by Black Star, submitted by Hunter, and this was a really good, really solid traditional hip-hop album. I have heard of Mos Def before, but I don't know his claim to fame, but he did a great job, and I liked the other guy, Kweli, whatever his name was. They had a nice pairing because I think their voices were distinct enough and different enough to add some rhythm and momentum and dynamic qualities to the songs. It didn't get boring because they were taking turns on the mic, and they had pretty different styles, very different voices, and it just kept it fresh all the way through. The beats were really nice, the bars really nice, and the production really nice. Just all the way through, I think it was a pretty great album, a pretty great entry. I'm sorry, I've just realized that my gain on my microphone is actually quite low. I messed with the knob earlier. Black Star didn't blow me out of the water, but 100% respectable, super respectable project that I really enjoyed. And as someone who isn't super well versed in hip hop, I liked it. I thought it was solid. So I'm going to give Black Star an 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it. Next up, we got Drone Logic by Daniel Avery, submitted by Chai. And I love me some Drone. This album did not disappoint when it came to Drone. And you can have rock Drone, and that's nice. I like some Sun. I like some Godspeed Black Emperor. You all know this. But electronic Drone, I feel like it has to be done right, and Daniel Avery did a great job getting it just right. He really put emphasis on making sure it's not just drone, that there's other things going on. You're not going to lose focus, you're not going to lose interest, and it's still exciting and enjoyable and engaging throughout, and I really appreciated that. Daniel Avery did a great job with this one, and beyond that, Drone Logic. Drone's in the title, and the drones were phenomenal. I loved the drone. I loved his choice of sounds that he used, the way he put them together, the production and the composition. Lovely. Very lovely. This is something that can absolutely go on my study playlists. I still think, generally speaking, I prefer more ambient works. Tim Hecker is absolutely a standby for me, and this isn't really comparable to Tim Hecker. But, I think I could slot this into my work or study playlist pretty comfortably and be happy with it. So, Drone Logic, I liked it. I thought it was cool. I thought it was really well done. So, I'm going to give it an 8.5. And moving on to today, we have Get Together by Chris Stussy, submitted by Chai. And it was fine. This one didn't do it for me as much. I think this is a genre of electronic that I know Chai loves, that I don't get it personally. It just doesn't do it for me, doesn't click for me. But, like, talent's there. Certainly. Did a good job. I understood where he was trying to go with the production and the composition and the choices that he made. They just weren't personally made for me. And you know, there's, of course, nothing wrong with that. It was a fun listen, but just never caught me, never grabbed me. I can see this being played in a club, and I really don't mean for this to be insulting, but this certainly feels more like music to dance to than to listen to. And again, purpose-built music for that, that's great. I'm happy that exists. That's just not my tastes. So, Get Together by Chris Stussy. I can tell he's talented. I can tell he did a good job putting this together. It just didn't hit the right notes for me. So I'm going to give it a 6.5. Okay, I'll see you all tomorrow. We're over halfway done. We're halfway there. All right, bye.